everybody and welcome to my Unruly Housewife channel, and today I'm going to fulfill the promise that I made in my Dragon's Eye Dragon's Eye Pencil Sharpener tutorial. I said I would show you how to make this little tool that makes little scale indents into your dragon skin. Any dragon skin or any other kind of skin that has scales, fish or something like that. So this little tool is dead easy to make, cheap to the point of being pretty much free. So let's crack on because we want to get it done. And now I'm going to move you down. This should be fun. You can look at my t-shirt. It says, "I'm not a princess, I'm a Khaleesi." Okay. Maybe there'll be a bit of editing in this. Or maybe I'll just leave that in because it was quite funny. Alright, so this is the work that we're going to do, and I'm going to turn this light on because it illuminates it better. We've got some clay, we've got a bit of one of these tin foil trays that they deliver takeout food in. Got a pair of scissors that I'm not as, not too worried about. Actually, I quite like these, but don't use your best ones is what I'm trying to say. And we need a paintbrush. And the first thing we're going to do, after I take off my glasses, is fold this tin foil in half. That's because at the minute it's a little bit too flexible. So fold it in half, give it a good flatten. We only need a very small part, so we don't need to panic too much. And then fold it again. So now you've got 4 thicknesses of foil, and now we're starting to get something that's really quite strong but still bendable enough for us to make something with it. Now that I've done that, I'm going to cut, but I'm going to cut with the fold at the front. Oh, the fold at the front. I don't want to cut it and have it fall apart. So I'm going to cut it pretty small because I'm making something quite small, and let's see if that is small enough. This is the sort of diameter that I want, this paintbrush, so I'm going to bend it around here. Let me just check it myself. It's probably still a little big for that, and it's easier to cut it sort of now than bend it round and then cut it, which I've done previously, but it really doesn't work too well. Remember that fold is at the front there. Oops, let's cut this down a little bit. Now it's going to be about the size I want, I think. Let's not do everything off camera. Boink. Help, you've ruined us. So yeah, poor scissors. Right, put that in the middle. Just a bend round. Okay, that's looking pretty good now. That's looking about the right size for what I want. And I might even just use these pliers to tweak the ends in a little bit. Sorry about that, something I didn't say we needed, but you could probably get away without them, but I just like to give that a little curve. Now that to me is looking, if you look at it, it's a little bit uneven, isn't it? It's a bit taller on this side. So I'm going to faff around with it a little bit, so excuse me. I'm going to have to use the scissors late in the day, which I didn't want to do. Alright. Let me just get this a bit closer to my face. It's really hard when you're making things on camera. Especially if you're me, because I have everything like 2 inches from my nose when I'm working. Alright, so there we go. That's a little bit better. I think that's straight now. Fold it round, square it up. Yes. And there it is. Now, in order to stop this from folding up anymore, because I've got it how I want it, I'm going to have to put something inside here, aren't I? And so I'm going to use clay. I'm going to use a little sausage of clay. Somebody said they didn't like me saying snakes. I mentioned it in my other video, and I don't know, sausage is just something sort of short and fat, isn't it? So the word is snake. I don't know what to do. That woman's going to sue me soon if I keep saying it. Alright, so bless her. If you are the lady who doesn't like me saying the S word, want me to say sausage, the other S word, I apologise for joking. Okay, so I've got a little sausage of clay now. Put it inside there. I wonder if anyone is scared of sausages. There will be someone who's scared of sausages, I know it. And we'll push that in there, trying not to distort it and trying to just fill it up so that once it's baked, it's going to be rigid inside. I know that makes sense to you, I just know it. Let's have a little bit off of here. It's really windy outside today. It's insanely windy. I put my washing on the line this morning and I had to get it in because it looked like it was going to land in the neighbour's garden. Oh, going the wrong way. That's what you get for talking. Okay. So after a bit of faffing around and slightly going the wrong way, there we have it. So this is full of clay now in here, and this little bit is empty. And that's the bit that I'm going to use to make my pattern. Now what we need to do, having filled up the inside, is to wrap the outside in some kind of handle so that I can hold it. With this one I made some kind of little bud thing and then covered it in, baked it and then covered it in one of my slices of one of my canes, one of your more unusual canes. This time I'm going to make a nice curly handle because that seems to me to be a bit more attractive, or at least more translatable. So I'm using the fact that we've got clay there already, raw clay, to just stick that bit to the end of it. Make sure that this stays short enough to stay rigid. If it's too long it'll start getting floppy, as one might say. And I'm making my own fun here, and I'm just going to wrap this around the outside to create a handle for this exceptional piece of engineering. There we go. Now I'm probably going to run out of this before I get to the end, but I'm not sorry in a way because I don't really want it to be too long. So I'm tempted to just trim that off. Sorry, scissors. Oh my goodness, I had like a piece of paper over the window to diffuse the light a bit and it's just fallen down. Oh. I'm starting to like elicit pity, I think, from the internet, really. I was hoping for admiration, but no, it's definitely pity. Alright, I'm going to make a ball to cover that end up. Let's make a little shape there. I don't quite know what kind. I've got a pen here, let's try that. I'll just put that over the end of my tool. It's usually best if you're going to do a tutorial on the internet to kind of figure out how you're going to do it first, but that's for wimps. So here it is. We've got this over the end, we've got that bit there, and I think now we'll be ready to give it a little bake. What I might do, just for fun, if I can find a toothbrush, let's just texture that bit so that it looks a bit fun. The other bit's like the spiral. This bit's kind of blended in and textured. Wow, it's amazing. And I just think that texturing things is brilliant. Especially if I'm going to be holding it in my hand, I don't want it to be slippery. Okay, right, that's quite enough of that. So here's our little tool. You can probably make it look amazing and maybe you'll cover it with some decorations of your own. But if not, that'll be fine. I'm going to pop that in the oven now, cook it according to the manufacturer's instructions. I think it'll be perfectly alright like that, because it's not anything people are going to see. If I want to make it look amazing and not flat on one side, I can always make a little zigzag of paper, can't I? If you've ever done that. Why am I doing this? I'm crazy. I'm just starting to think of new things to show you now. Yeah, I can always make a zigzag of paper like that and just pop it in there. Pop that in the oven for as the manufacturers have advised you, and so I think I just said that. And when it comes out, you will have a tool that can make dragon or scale type indentations into things. And let's just use this bit of rubbishy old scrap clay, if I can get the hair off it. I will demonstrate. Now remember, this isn't cooked, so it's going to be better than when it is cooked. It'll be much better. And apart from my rather dodgy spacing, you can see that that makes really nice little dragon scales. Right, well, there you go. One weird little tool. And I'm going to say bye-bye now. And have a really wonderful day. I love you all. Like, subscribe, share this with your friends, leave your comments down below, and bye!